Hi friends, my name is Laura and today we're going to be doing a mat Pilates short routine. We are just going to be using the mat, and by the end, if you like the video, just make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video and share it with your friends. So we're going to begin lying down on the mat with our feet parallel, legs hip distance apart, and your neutral spine, your small hole, your natural curvature under your lumbar. From here, we're going to inhale, bringing the air in through your nose and exhaling, engaging your abdominals softly. Inhale, exhaling through your mouth, keeping your lips pursed. Inhale, expanding your ribs. One more. And exhale, pelvic floor, that lifting sensation. Last one. And exhaling, use your abdominals and flatten your spine, your lumbar spine down on the mat. Pull your pubic bone up and inhaling back to neutral. So you're gonna exhale and close that small space under your back and inhale, open it again and exhale and inhale. Keep rocking your pelvis. And last one. Now, once again, engage your abdominals and flatten your lumbar spine. Now, bear weight on your feet and engage your glutes and hamstring and keep rounding your spine and start peeling off your pelvis, articulating one bone at a time until you're in a long diagonal from shoulder to knees. From here, we're going to inhale and bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Now we're doing scissors with the arms. We're reaching one arm overhead and the other one down, and then changing. Inhale, opening, exhale, center, inhale, opening, exhale, center, inhale, opening, exhale, crossing and changing. Keep your pelvis up. Don't drop it. Keep your knees in line with your hip and feet. Think about your heels coming closer towards your glutes. You're kind of like pulling your feet towards you. Last one. Arms come to the center. Now, both arms reach overhead, and as your arms reach to one side, your knees to the other, we're going to start softening your chest. Engaging your abdominals, rounding your spine, and rolling one bone at a time. Find your neutral, lower your arms. And again, we're going to exhale, lift your pelvis. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Now, exhale, start lowering your chest and down with one vertebra at a time. Now, hands come behind the head. Neutral spine, small space under your lumbar spine. Your elbows are in your peripheral vision, and we're going to exhale. And hands are resting on the head is resting on the hand and lowering. We're not changing anything. Neutral spine, we got this small space. So we're doing a head nod, kind of like bringing your chin towards your chest. Inhale to stay, and exhale to lower. 3 more. And exhale, lifting. Inhale to stay. And lowering with control. Your neck is tension free, is resting on your hands, and your abdominals are pulling your ribs closer towards your pelvis. Last one. And lower. Now, once again, exhale, come up and hold it. Now, rotate towards one side, extend your arms back to your head. Rotate towards the other side, hand come to the side of the leg, back to center with the torso, lowers, And we're going to reach your arms back and start peeling off your spine, lowering one arm at a time. And back again. And exhale, come up, rotate to one side, reach your arms back towards your head and center. Rotate your chest, abdominals pulling. Extend your arms, try to go a little bit higher. Back, center, and lower. Hands come down and lifting your pelvis, articulating one bone at a time. Reach your arms overhead, and as the arms reach back, the knees reach forward, and you start articulating. You're feeling your joints opening. Hands behind the head, and exhale, coming up. Inhale, rotate, extend, bend. Inhale, extend, bend, center, and release. Now, once again, hands by the side. Lift your pelvis. Reach your arms overhead and coming back down. This is the last one. Hands behind the head. Exhale, coming up. Rotate to one side and reach and back and stay there and reach your hands and bend them back. And again, and back. Hold it. And back. Last one. Bring your hands behind the side. Head come to center. Rotate to the other side. And again. And bend. Your ribs are being pulled, but your pelvis stays squared. And every time you extend your arms, it's kind of like if you were getting pulled. Last one. Belly stays in. Come back to center and release. Good. Now, bring your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows in your peripheral vision, not too wide, not too close in between. And from here, we're going to engage your belly, flatten your lumbar spine, lift one leg to tabletop, and then the other one. Now, open your knees a little bit, more or less to your armpit line, and your heels are coming together. From here, we're going to keep your belly down, exhale and lift your upper torso, keeping your head resting on your hands. We're going to exhale, pressing out, bringing your legs together, inner thighs active, and extending and pointing your legs. And inhale, bending and flexing. And inhale, and exhale. In, and exhale. Extend your legs in a diagonal. How low is the diagonal? It's up to you. If you have a lot of control, you can try going lower and keeping your belly in. If you want to make it easier, you can just extend up in a higher diagonal. Now, only one leg. And bend. Other leg. And bend. Keep your pelvis squared. Try not to rotate to one side or the other. And bend. And lower your torso. Now reach your legs up, kind of like a diamond shape. And from here, we're gonna lower and lift. Lower and lift. You're moving from your glutes, not from your feet. And you're only going as far down as you can keep your lumbar spine down on the mat. Now, lift your head, exhaling. Keep it up, resting on your hands. Lower one leg. And lift. Lower the other one. And lift. And lower. Lift. That's it. Good. Keep your abdominals engaged. Your lumbar spine trying to stay down on the mat. Belly working. Good. Last one.
Bring your legs back to tabletop. Lower your head, lower one leg, and bend the other one. Now, bring one knee towards your chest and change. Bring the other knee towards your chest and hold it. Good. Now, both legs are coming to the center, arms by the side, and we're gonna rotate the knees to one side and then pulling from the chest. Start pulling chest. Abdominals are pulling, kind of like all the way to center, and release. Now, other side. Feet stay together. Allow your pelvis to lift, and then start pulling from your chest to your knees. Now, knees, pelvis, and the shoulder stays down, and then we start pulling the ribs, the pelvis, and back to center. We inhale, shoulder stays down, and then we exhale. Last one per side, and then we exhale. Back to center, and we're turning to the side. Now, bring your hands behind your head, keep your knees bent, and from here, we're gonna open and rotate only as far as you can go, and back. Rotating from the ribs, keeping your pelvis stacked, one on top of the other. We open the ribs and back. We inhale and we exhale. Thoracic, last one. And exhale. Good. Now, from here, we're going to keep one hand under the head, kind of like with the biceps cushioning our head, and you can either extend both legs or keep the bottom leg bent as you feel more comfortable. From here, upper leg goes up, flex your feet and lowers, and lift, lowers. We're gonna keep the pelvis right on top, perpendicular to the floor. And we're gonna keep the same, shoulders stacked one on top of the other and perpendicular to the floor. Last one. Now, bend your knee in front of your chest and exhale. Extending the leg and coming in line with your body. And inhale and exhale. And inhale, pointing your feet, and exhale, kicking. Inhale, keeping it parallel, exhale to the floor. Some people say like closing the door. I have no idea where you're going to be kicking the door, but maybe that will make sense to you. Last one. And extend. Now, lower your feet, come on your forearm. Make sure your elbow is under your shoulder, and we're going to do in a long line from feet to head. We're gonna keep the bottom leg bent. And if this is too easy, you can keep both legs in extension, keeping the upper leg in front. I'm gonna start first with the knee bent, and we're just gonna make sure we're not collapsing with your ribs, that you're not down here, that you're engaging your abdominals. And lift your pelvis, and lower. And lift. My bottom knee staying down and lower. The other version is here. And lower. And lift. And lower. You can do whichever version feels better for you, but just make sure to keep always your pelvis perpendicular and your shoulders stacked, one on top of the other. My elbow is staying away from the head. Two more. And in the last one, hold it. Bring your hand behind your head and rotate and open and rotate and open. We're rotating the thoracic spine. Last one. And lower. Now we're going to do the other side, but before we go to the other side, we're going to stay up here in the center. We're just going to reach over. Now, hand comes to the mat and elbow bends as we are going to side bend, reaching the arm to the opposite side. I'm not going down, going up and long. And again, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhaling. Good. Now, we're going to bring one leg, the right leg in front, which is the one that we had above that we were working, and we're going to pull, making sure we're seated on top of both sit bones. We're going to pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder. You should be feeling here the stretch on your glutes. If this is too easy, you may as well rotate, pressing, and try to go more into a rotation of your ribs as well. If not, you can just stay square and pressing the knee towards your shoulder. Let's do the other side now. So, we're going to start rotating the torso. So make sure you're in a long line and that you have a small space under your abdominals, that you're not collapsing, that you're keeping your abdominals engaged. And from here, rotating and back to center. Keeping your pelvis perpendicular to the floor. Good. Inhale, opening and rotating, and back, exhaling. Use your abdominals. And last one. And back. Now, keep your arm under. You can keep the lower leg bent or extended, whichever, and you can use the arm to give you a little bit more of support. Keep your belly engaged, small hole under your waist, and we're going to begin lifting the leg only as far as you can keep your small hole. Now, flex your feet and lower hip height point, lift, flex and lower and point, lift, flex and lower. Good. Exhale, lifting and lowering with control. Good. 3 more. 1. Abdominals contracted. If this is too easy, challenge yourself. Bring your arm by the side of your pelvis. Last one. Good. Now, we're going to bend the knee and point your feet and extend and flex. And inhale, bending. And exhale, extending. Good. Activating your glutes. Think about pressing with your glutes as you extend, keeping your pelvis perpendicular. Last one. And one more for good luck. Good. Now, come on top of your forearm. And you can keep lower knee bent or both in extension, upper foot comes on top. Make sure you're not collapsing, that you're engaging and that you're keeping your shoulder away from the ear. So press down on the mat with the elbow. From here, lift and lower. You're in a long line from shoulder to your feet. Good. Gonna change to the other one. Lifting. Good. Make sure you're keeping your pelvis perpendicular to the floor. Engaging your abdominals. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Hold. Now bring your arm behind your head and rotate. And inhale. And rotate. Inhale, opening. To the north. Think about rotating only like the ribs. And last one. And coming back down, bend your knees and reaching to the opposite side. Now, bring the hand down. And what we're going to do is reach the overhand. As you side bend, you bend the elbow and you lengthen with the arm. To the other side. And one more here. And now we're bringing the left leg in front, seated on both sit bones, pulling your knee towards your opposite shoulder. If you want to go farther, feel free to do the modification. Come in front with the arm and rotate your torso. I'll stay here for this one. Okay, now we're coming on to your belly. We're gonna bring both hands under your forehead. Legs are going to stay parallel, hip distance apart. Now, I'm gonna keep both hands down on the mat first. And I'm just gonna inhale and exhaling, lift the sternum off the mat, keeping my lower rib down on the mat and lower. So I'm just going to exhale, lifting. Keep your abdominals working, your legs reaching. Inhale to stay and exhale to lower. And again. And lower. Last one. And lower. Now we're going to make it a little bit harder. Keep your hands now glued to your forehead. And exhale. Inhale to stay. And exhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale to stay. And exhale to lower. Last one. And lower. Now we're going to speed it up. We're going to do 8. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. We're not holding. We're inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. Keep your legs active. We're reaching. Last one, hold it up. Now, rotate and look under your armpit. Just pick at me. And back to center. Now, other side. And back to center. Rotating. And back. Rotating. Back. You can go down to the mat and then come back and rotate like this. And rotate if it's too hard to hold it. Or you can just hold it. We're just going one more time to the other side. And lower. Now press yourself up and we're sitting on your heels. Imagine you have a beach ball under your abdominals and you're just rounding on top of the beach ball. And now we're going more into a child pose. So we're just gonna reach more into a flat spine and try to go far, but keeping your glutes down on your heels. Coming up. Good. Once again, we're coming down onto your belly. We're coming to the swimming, which nobody likes. Well, at least I hear that a lot. Maybe you like it. I do like it. And we're just going to hover legs and arms. Our legs are wider than hip distance apart and rotated toes out, heels in. From here, we're gonna lift right arm and left leg and lower. Now, other side and lower. One side, the other. So think like you're reaching your arm and your leg. And when they cannot reach farther, they start lifting. So it's like this length. And I'm keeping my pubic bone and the front bones, the ASIS, down on my mat. Last one, and spit it out. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Keep going. Good. Last one. And come back down. Good job. Come back up again. Sit on top of your heels and round on top of the beach ball. Okay, thanks for joining me today. If you liked the video, make sure to share it, like it, comment, and follow me on YouTube. Bye. Hope to see you soon.